game against the Alabama Crimson Tide and Tua Tagovailoa. I know how to say it. It's Tagovailoa.
Tagovailoa.
There, I said it.
Tagovailoa, 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 Tagovailoa.
Remember the name. That's it for Monday press conferences. John Chavis, Joe Craddock, Chad Morris, Trey Knox committed. It's a double day. We've got basketball media day with Coach Anderson. Get to watch a little bit of practice. This team continues to improve. I thought they were going to let go of the rope, and it does appear that they did splinter a little bit, but they definitely brought them back together.
After the second game of the season, a heartbreaking loss, you saw it start to splinter just a little bit, but ever since that day, you've seen our team really come together. Nobody wants to let their teammates down. There's a really cool bond, and Coach Morris has obviously done a phenomenal job of keeping those guys together. Coach Chavis, I remember last week him putting his arm around me and looking at me and saying, hey, we're going to get this thing right. And I said, you're daggum right we are, Coach.
What can you say about Dre Greenlaw and Dijon Harris? Man, those guys are playing well.
I don't think there's any question it's the best productivity that I've been around. I said this back in the spring, and I thought these two guys were really special players. They played that way Saturday, and we got to continue to get better. I didn't play perfect, neither one of them did, but they laid it on the line. That's a lot of productivity, and really appreciate their effort, appreciate their leadership.
Arkansas's got to stay healthy on defense. Nobody's going to predict them to beat Alabama this weekend, but they got to keep moving forward because there's a stretch coming up here after this game with some possibilities. Some of those 50-50 games that you predicted early in the season to stop looking 50-50, starting to look a little more possible. Door open this week? Nope. They do lose a game once a year or so, sometimes twice. They don't win the national title, but it's always a massive upset. Arkansas didn't have the team to do that this year, obviously. Going to have a lot of recruits here. Alabama-centric music this week. Out here at Tuesday Razorback practice, the Hogs are starting their on-field preparation for the toughest opponent on the schedule in the Alabama Crimson Tide, Donald W. Reynolds Razorback Stadium on Saturday, 11 a.m. Jeremy Patton out here, as we found out today. He's had surgery on that ankle. C.J. O'Grady also not out here today. They're in halfback, wearing shorts today. It's going to be a tough one this week. Well, that's it for the open portion of Tuesday's practice. Felt like we saw Brett O'Tutt out there. Couldn't tell for sure, but it looked like him, number 14. I guess there's a lot of hope for this week, is there? You feel like it.
I think we're a really confident team, but we just got to get back to the basics and keep doing what we're doing is do it a little bit better every single day. Keep working.
Well, Tuesday interviews are over. Brett O'Tutt is back in full, so that's definitely good news. Right out of Barnhill Arena. But what are these guys going to say? We're just going to go out there and see what happens? No, they're going to go out there and try to win the game. They're going to put together a game plan that's going to give them the best shot to beat them. It's probably not going to work, but they're still going to do it. They need another guy out there at cornerback. McClellan's done some good things. Monteric's done some good things too. Maybe not coming along quite as fast as McClellan has, but he just also moved over to cornerback. Getting Brito out there is good, especially with the news that Chevin Callaway's no longer with the team.
These guys continue to respond, absolutely locked in, ready to go. Got a great opportunity in front of us. There's no doubt about that. We embrace the opportunity and look forward to the challenge that we have ahead of us.
Dylan Hayes taking a medical hardship, so he's essentially giving up football. Will remain on scholarship, but won't count against the 85, but is no longer going to be a Razorback football player. So that's unfortunate for Dylan Hayes. That brings their scholarship total to 13 on the offensive line right now. Chevin Callaway, it sounded like he could possibly return to the team from the way Chad Morris phrased it. C.J. O'Grady was back out there today. Devwall Whaley looks very doubtful to play on Saturday, so it must have been a pretty major bump on his noggin.